Good morning. Welcome to Attorney Commander J.R. Glapohkpa Chesson talk show on this beautiful Tuesday morning, August the 15th, 2023. You know, it's kind of difficult when my show is about to start. Then you have the hackers trying to mess with my show. You know, it's funny. Every time I try to come on, sometimes I can't get my camera to work. It just goes off. And sometimes anything can happen. Why? People tampering with our equipment. But by the help of God, we are here. And nothing can keep us off the air. So let me bring my correspondent from Liberia, Mr. Samuel Worker, on the scene. Hey, Brother Sam, how you doing, my man?
Yeah, good morning. Good morning, Rod.
Hey,
Good morning.
how's everything in Mama Liberia?
Mama Library is shaking.
You kidding?
Mama Library is in tumor.
What happened to her?
Well, in response to George, we are casket toting and threat against opposition. Boakai opened day yesterday. I was surprised. Although in past time, they support us being threatening, our seditions, but this time it was the Senate brother himself. He
Wow.
responded harshly, yes, that a CDC tried unity party again. Nobody must draw back. It should go in I mean, it should attack CDC. So it's payback time. And
Wow.
nobody has monopoly on violence, that's what he said.
Wow. Yes, I just
So
read
that
it.
bread is shaking.
Wow. But people can only take so much and no more, man. You bring the
Yeah.
violence, you bring the violence. What goes around comes around, man. He's right. You don't have monopoly on violence, you
hmm
know? So this is where we are. Now Boca
You
has
can you can push the man to the wall and he will bounce back.
man, he has already bounced back.
Yeah. So that's what I'm always saying. We gotta pray because what Liberia is experiencing now, huh, I saw that during some of those times.
Yeah, and for Joseph Boca to come out to be the one to come out and say anybody
Yeah.
perpetrating violence against us will come against you. That that's that's kind of heavy, don't you think?
It's very heavy and scary. Because the party of all political parties that know so quiet, they do not like violence. You don't overlook a quiet man. When he's so quiet, you keep bothering him. One day he will bounce back. And when
That's
he comes
true.
on you, it'll be bad, it'll be deadly.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah.
And Joseph Boga seems to be very tired with all the
All these
violence
things, yeah.
perpetrated against his party. You know, hey, what goes around comes around.
And they're saying open it. They don't say open it that if they use gun, you people use gun. That's what he said yesterday. So and where would they get armed from? We don't know. And it's putting fear in people because some months back, cities arms came to the country, and we got no idea where the arms are. Police have made no statement on the arms they arrested at the port in other places. So maybe they still got arms keeping. So they are saying that if they use arm on any unity party or the rescue team members, they will use arm too. And you
Let-
can always
let's
saying it.
let's talk about this rescue team, this campaign team.
Yeah.
He had his he announced the rest of the campaign team yesterday.
Yeah, he announced, and what caught my attention was the chairperson of the entire rescue team on the campaign team, Nyomdi Kanga Lawrence.
Yeah, she's the chair.
She's the chair, and Prince Moyi is the campaign manager. So the difference between Prince Moyi and Nyomdi Kanga. Prince is the campaign manager, and Nyomdi is the chairperson for the campaign.
So what's the difference?
You the chair, you the head. So Moyi is just the manager. He manages all campaign activities, but Nyomdi is the head. So Nyomdi is the
So
chair.
he's the man taking care of the finances,
The finances, the operation, and stuff like that. And Nyomdi is the chair.
organization.
and all that.
Hmm. Wow. Wow.
And Daniel Nathan's body will be arriving today.
From India.
Yeah, from India. They have just called for the people to go and welcome the body and receive the body at the RIA.
A lot of people going.
Well, the citizens of Bapulu, the ANC, the Commons group, that's their body, but it's a Bapulu post body. So they are calling on the citizens and sympathizers to go at the airport to receive the body. I don't know the time. The time wasn't given.
So besides Joseph Boyka and all of them, how's the election activities in Liberia?
Yeah, I just monitor Bapuru, a lady in Bapuru on the rescue team. She's from Mandela Kuba's party, but she's supporting Joseph Boyka, and Bapuru is like going gay for her.
How many parties we have in this election campaign?
Political party,
Yeah,
20 registered political party, 20.
20.
Yeah,
And we don't even mention some of them. We
but
only
they nowhere. They just want to. Oh, guys, they want sport money.
because Mandela, what her party?
Is it a viewer? Some I just what the some viewer L or so VOL. Yeah, Mandela Cooper. Yes. Oh
What's,
man,
what,
just leave
what,
my
are-
mind.
what's the
Vision for
view?
Liberia. It's vision for Liberia in the transformation of vote. And Mandela Cooper. Yeah, vision for Liberia
Uh,
transformation. But she
it's,
supported the rescue team anyway.
yeah, everybody's supporting the rescue team. You know that. The only team, major party.
But who can support citizens now? Because most of the guys with citizens, they are all come on the on rescue train. The Ellie started from bombing, Sandra Johnson from bombing from for NPP. They all have come to JMB.
But it's just so
So
bad
that
because every time all these guys just demonstrating that the gangsters, you know, why people will not leave them.
hmm
You throwing stone on people. You read the news clipping yesterday. The security chief was saying people should start stoning the George Weah motorcade.
yeah, the EPS guy saying if anybody attempt to stone George Grab motorcade, they will meet up with stiff resistance. They will take action also. But you sit there and allow your forces beating on people. And George Weah insulting his I mean their leader. So they will insulting too. They will take action.
Yeah,
That's why they don't say long time. If it costs up to stone is comfort.
it's so
Because
sad.
he's not respected. He no more be respected.
It's so sad, sir. I mean,
It's
we
so
got
sad to have such a
rescue,
president over us.
but like you said, what goes around come around. They started it
Yeah.
when they start the violence and rock throwing. That they boy Fuji go around talking stupidness, and trying to
And the
be a
National
gun
Election
killer.
Commission is not nothing. They are talking nothing. No action from NEC.
But the people controlled by the state.
Yeah. Okay.
Um, that woman they arrested the last time, was it Nick that arrested her? You remember the woman that what his name? Representative.
Oh,
This
Yaya Koruba.
yeah, the woman he said was registering. She called CDC people to come and register people, and they arrested her. Is she still in
No,
jail?
no NEC just dismissed her. What I mean, she's a citizen. Even if she done wrong, she wouldn't even spend a minute in jail.
Hmm.
But next just sack her and what happened? Police, I don't know. We are not having a police. So apparently they had no case against her, so they let her go. But she was
Yeah,
dismissed by NEC.
and so far we never heard nothing about those people that violated the registration rule laws.
No, the 500 people that registered twice, we have not heard of them.
And what
They have
happened to
not
them?
been
How that case has disappeared.
disappeared. Yeah, so
You
that's
see, but that's why things can be respected in Liberia. You catch the people, you say you're gonna punish them, all of a sudden, we don't hear about it no more.
but if you can arrest 140 million worth of drugs and yet let it go like that. I mean, lawlessness has been the order of the day. Under this,
And you bring the drugs before the case.
yeah, you see,
You
you
destroy
destroy
the
the evidence.
evidence before the case.
You see, so that's how it's looking. Lawlessness has been is the order of the day under this
Yeah,
regime.
we got some criminals ruling our bureau, man.
Yeah,
Criminals.
they don't care.
When the criminals behave like that, when the criminals, how can you respect these guys? How can you respect them, my man? Can you respect it? That's the first question we ask. Can you respect these people? They lie about everything. They steal everything. They are
Mm.
deceitful and treacherous. How can you trust these people? You can't. These people are not men of integrity. They are low lives. You know, it's sad. It's so sad. But this is our country, my man. We got to deal with this kind of thing. Then we wonder why the people suffering and dying. We wonder why there's no food in the country. We wonder why the water is unsanitary. Why? Because nobody cares, right? Where we gonna go, Sam?
Hmm. Yeah, well, bad soul, bad wound needs or down, bad medicine. Like in the case of Samuel, he was just crazy. He didn't know other people were crazy more than him. So he felt like he was the only crazy child in Liberia, and he saw that his own crazy friend came for him.
But he was at the
And
top.
so,
The man at
mm,
the top always is the crazy man.
mm,
So when
yeah,
everything mess up, everybody like, hey, not him.
he
He
the
don't want him.
cause.
He the cause.
Yeah.
He the cause. He the cause.
Somebody called on Freedom FM yesterday out live. When all these things happening, they say, well, all these things happening, they blame will go on the president. The president, then freedom calling off because he know that it's still radio, that CC radio. So they're calling off, then he use another number. And he called. He said, but in fact, we have to go ask him to all this happen. Oh man, the guy called him off again. Then we have to go ask him to all this thing happening and he's supporting it. And I had to call him off again. So they hate to hear the fact.
Sam, our people never learn. Our
Mm.
people, I mean, 40 years we've been in this thing here. 40 years, man. And the people still doing the same thing worse. Worse than before. Can you imagine that? Instead of our country moving forward and getting better, it's going the other way. The stealing has gotten worse. The corruption has gotten worse. The incompetence is just zero. We gotta pray for that, bro. We gotta go and see some serious prayer for that. Our country dead. It's dead, man. How do what will start to bring this country back to some semblance of decency? Where everybody got their own thing going, man. Everybody got their own thing going. Where we gonna start, man? That's the question we ask ourselves every day. Where we gonna start to clean up that country? Where we gonna put all that dirt?
Wicked leaders always bring our country down.
Yeah.
Wicked leaders. In the Bible,
And
when
the
a leader
country
is not working in line with God, you destroy your own people.
and the country never really recovers from that. You know? Look at Uganda. We hardly hear about Uganda after Idi Amin. That country still suffering from that evil man. You know, and our country will continue to suffer from that other evil man. You know, you bring well, you see, well, you know, you can't put it on we have to because as much as I won't blame him, well, I'm a fair man, so sometimes I gotta take a step back and say, no, you can't blame the guy for everything because we came out of war. Our whole society is backward. You know, my only thing with George Weah is that they take this thing for joke. They think that because of the weakness of our people and the backwardness of our society, they can just come and steal and do anything they want to do without caring for our country and people. And that's not true. You'll be the loser. You will be the loser because despite the fact that our country is down and low, our people are not stupid. Our, they just need to come to the consciousness because all these people, all these corrupt leaders here in our country today have led our society astray, totally astray. They were coming from civil war and corruption and murder and killings and all these things. So our country is in a piece of mess, you know. Even with George Weah, how do we fix this? How do we fix
But
it?
Ronnie, the name George Weah is a violent name from day one. On the football field, in Italy those days, he bought this guy, Materazzi, on the football field. So he's our peaceful man. We are being violent from day one.
The Messerazzi must have said something to Weah. He must have
Yeah,
he
on the
must have
field,
called it
yeah.
he must have said something racist to him.
So you must fight.
I
They
said,
get rule for the game.
Sam, I
Yeah,
ain't
so
I ain't going. I ain't going. I ain't going there. You saw the man racist, you called the man racist name. I ain't going there. I ain't gonna say he's right or wrong. See, that's the difference with me. I'm not going there. I'm looking at Weah from his performance now. I ain't care what he did when during the football days. Those days he was immature. Even if he did something, he was immature. You know? So I'm not going back to those days to say, oh, how
so
good
so
he is.
is he mature now?
There are different types of maturity, Sam. At that time he was not mature in life as a soccer player. You see, he wasn't mature. Now he's not mature as a leader. He's not mature as a leader, and he still hasn't left some of his foolish ways behind. You know, they're going and just getting drunk all day. Taking the government to be for joke when the people's lives are in his hands. And he needs survival and things like that. And he thinks he can take the leadership of our country is joke. You know, these are the things I kind of I saw two words stuck together here on my thing and trying to separate it. So, but that's why it is, I just not going back into his. We have got enough shit on his head already. I don't want to go back at his old fighting days on it. I saw that thing.
Yeah. No, I was only trying to give reference to his violent posture. He's been violent from day one.
You
So that's
see,
what I'm trying to get.
Sam, when in America, when people fight people for racism, I can't get involved with that because these people that hurt other people with their racist behavior, they hurt other people, and these guys in foreign country, they talk to our athletes all kind of way, given the fact that some of our boys are backwards because some of the boys that leave Africa to go play football, they have no home. They live in the street. They grew up on their own, or they grew up not being trained properly. So some of them, the coaches got to train them. You heard George Weah's story. You read the book. George Weah the coach from Cameroon, trained George Weah, try to discipline him. You know, he wanted to do what he wanted to do. The guy said, "No, you got to run. You got to exercise. You got to do these things." And he was forced to do it because he wanted to stay on the team. He wanted to excel. But you know, being in America yourself and knowing how people hate you with racism, People that hurt you with racism, man, because they can do it with impunity. You know, you race against you. And some people know it's wrong, but they will not say nothing. They will be scared to talk. You know, John people scared, like Liberia to talk, people scared in America to talk too. Sometimes some people do some evil thing, people know it wrong. They will not say a word because they don't want to get involved. So the wickedness is all over. Not only in this country or in Liberia. It's all over. You know, people do things to hate people for nothing. You know, I can't find it. I'm busy talking about it now. But anyway, that's how it is, man. So
Mm-hmm.
you know, that's why you got to be mindful in everything you do. You got to take care of yourself. In other words, they say, wash your own ass. Everything you got to do, you got to wash your ass because you never know who's trying to get you. You never know who's trying to get you. You know, some I see these people going to fortune tellers and all these things. Some of these people don't know. The very people telling you your fortune, they're jealous of you.
Mm-hmm.
They're jealous. They're jealous. Because I remember we were all sitting down one time, we came to the house, and you know how people just like to play with Ouija boards and cards and all that. People do that in every society. You know, you ever seen a Ouija board? You know what a Ouija board is, right?
A Ouija board,
Yeah.
as I know.
People use it to communicate with spirits. Got a board, it got alphabets all on it, and it got the little thing you put your hand on it, and
Mm-hmm.
the spirit will move your hand. You ask a
Okay.
question, and the spirit move your hands and spell the words out to answer your question. A lot of people do that for fun, but they're not fun. People get haunted by those things, you know. So the same thing, our people, because this was killing our society too. A lot of our people like their juju and fortune telling things,
Mm-hmm.
and these are the same things that hurting us because some people cutting your fortune, they ain't like what they're saying. They ain't like what they're saying. If you lucky, if happiness coming your way, they ain't happy because they caught in your car. That don't mean they're happy. That don't mean their lives comfortable. No, some of them catching hell. They're doing everything to survive. Then when they see all this good thing coming to you don't think they will get jealous? And Sam, I'm telling you, man, if you never been jealous before, jealousy is a beast. It's a beast. It impacts your heart. That way you know something is bad. When people get jealous of you, you're so jealous that you feel it in your heart. That's why they say thou shalt not covet thy neighbor house, neighbor wife,
Mm-hmm.
neighbor blood. That's what covenant, covet, covered means.
Enviousness, envy, jealousy. Yes, it's
Jealousy,
dangerous.
jealousy. I told you something. I got jealous once. I felt like I think once in my heart for somebody. I never want to feel that. I never want to feel that way because the person did nothing to me, but they were happy because their lives were going positively and they were yelling and joy and rejoicing. And some people don't like to see that, you know. And I was like, "What is guy was happy about? Where he got to write it? Where he got to write to be happy? Well, I got a right to ask that kind of question.
Mm-hmm.
Who am I to ask that kind of question? My shit not straight. I worry about somebody else's shit. That's it. You got to take the core out of your eye first. You got big core in your eye, then you're looking at the other man core in your eye. I said, my man, you got core in your eye. Okay. Big rusted core, man. Yeah. Then you walking around with your body going. Yeah, man. Jealousy is a beast. It's a beast. You see? It's almost bordering hatred. It almost that's how I felt. That's why I wonder. I said, why would I hate this guy? Even if the man is happy, even if he's overjoyed, even if he's jumping up and laughing and dancing, why you taking off of me? He ain't taking nothing off of me. Why I get happy, I do the same thing. So why the guy can't be happy? You see, when you recognize those kind of things, and you take a step back, that shows that you understand. Like everybody don't think about those kind of things now. So now you sit now, you just see people, you just get jealous of them over nothing. But later on, when you catch yourself and reflect on it, you say, damn, why was I jealous of that guy? Why was my heart bitter? Why was my heart pounding? And sometimes you got to question things. You do have to question things because that's the only way you can get personal satisfaction to someone. Think, why did I do that? Why? How does that person feel now? Did they understand what happened? Because some things happen, Sam, you don't understand it. It flies over your head. If you don't understand it, it doesn't matter, right? So, but when you do, I mean, you're conscious of your environment. You understand what's going on around you, and you're taking this. So this campaign season is a challenge for our people, man. Campaigning isn't only in Monrovia, Liberia. Campaigning is all over our country. As we see it now, Sam, majority of Liberian people are in Monrovia. What's the population of Monrovia right now?
It's 2 point some million according to statistics.
So that's half
So
of the
that's
country's
just half
population.
of the population in Monrovia, in Monrovia County, yes.
And
So our coach was saying yesterday when he was giving a press conference in West Point, he said, this city was built for only 300,000 people, but I see about 2 point some million. That's why it's not clean. But you don't got a strategy. Then you want to be city mayor? That's the question they ask, man. Yeah, you don't get no strategy.
that's somebody doing that. Somebody doing that to use as an excuse. But there is overpopulation in Liberia, and that's a serious issue. You know, when you got half the population in the country, man, in one county, half of the population of the Republic of Liberia in one country, how can we develop? We can develop. It's I saw you guys.
That's grab. Yeah, it went off by itself and came back online. I don't know why it's happening. So, man, there got a lot of incompetent people in this country. That's what I broke going this way.
Where can you
Hmm?
do
Or ruling party will engage in violence. I think we're always opposition. But you're a
that?
ruling party, you
The,
so violent.
the only reason we had that many illiterate people in Liberia is because the people ruling our country are afraid to invite people to come home. They're afraid. You know, they're incompetent, they're useless, and they don't want other people coming home. So our country looks like a mess because it benefits them. You know, many of us abroad, one of our main concerns too now is healthcare. Healthcare. You know, when you start getting old, when you old, you're 30, 40 years old, you thinking about healthcare, Sam. You got time for running around like a young buck and like you ain't got nothing responsible about. You think about your health care. And in Liberia, what you think about? When you think about health care in Liberia, you get depressed. And just thinking about it can kill you. You said, no medicine,
Healthcare.
no doctor, no hospital. I'm dead. You better wear die, my man, because yeah, no way out.
Mm-hmm.
No doctor, no medicine, no help. Better as well give it up. And this is the thing we talk
How
about.
how can a government or borrow equipment, a CT scan from or one hospital and take it to another hospital? Where have you seen that before?
They did it in America.
Ellen was in power. When she built that Jasmine Doe Hospital in Nima Tapita. When we actually power, he borrowed the CT scan to JFK. So you see that entire Southeastern region now, there's no good hospital there. So the only equipment they had there, a referral hospital, you took the equipment and brought to JFK. JFK is too expensive, no drugs. When you go to JFK, they give you prescription, you gotta go out to the private clinic, the private pharmacy to get the drugs.
That has been the progress in our country for time immemorial. You go to the hospital, they give you slip to go buy your own medication. So how will we change? How will we evolve from this situation? This is some serious situation, man. You're talking about the death of a nation, the death of a people. That's us. Until we arrive, even people in America, for people to come home, man. People in Liberia jealous. They won't stop them from coming home. They think their jobs will be secure. What kind of jobs you got? From time memorial, people getting paid 3, 4 months for 1 month. When things will change, they can't change. But these are the challenges we face with every day as a nation and people. We are faced with these challenges every day. And the more we ignore them, the more we have leaders that act like these things don't exist, that these problems are not pressing and imminent, the harder it will be for us to get out of this mess. You know that?
Mhm.
This is
Yeah.
really a mess we're in, man. Nothing right works right.
There gotta be some solution where other some won't feel happy, but we gotta take some action to bring sanity to this country, or else we all will perish like fools.
Many people will not be happy because right now our society is a handout society. People just want something, have something, whether they need it or not. They just want it.
Mm.
You see people steal, just steal. Some of these people that think they're stealing, they don't even know what they're stealing, but they just do it. Especially when it comes to money. You can't put 5 cents down, you can't put 10 cents down, it will disappear. What kind of market fans will people got so? And these are the things we gotta deal with time and time again. But don't say I didn't say so. At least somebody gotta touch on it. At least somebody gotta make our people conscious of the fact that
Mhm.
things are occurring. And we don't not nip it in the bud, it will continue to occur. Because it's hard when we're in a foreign nation center. And you look at our children and you see one group of them progressing, want to learn, want to pursue the opportunities available to them in the society. Then you look at the other group, they just want to live in the society that the other kids, watch TV, go to the movie. have their pants hanging down their asses, drinking beer, having fun all day. You can't do that in this country. All those opportunities are here. They are here. Everything in the world is here, Sam. But you got to be disciplined because it's here. That don't mean you got to get it. Huh? Look at me. I'm sitting down doing this show. I don't have to do that. I could be sleeping, getting ready for the day. But now when I finish a year, I got to go rest. I got to get sleep. So I'm not going to all the parties. I'm not going out to play soccer and basketball like I used to do. Those days are over. You know. But if you don't understand those things, if you're not conscious of the fact that those days are over, and you still think those days are existing, you live in the past, and everything you do does not contribute to the progress and advancement of the people in today's world. They don't, because your concept of progress and advancement is backward. It's backward. So these are the things we're facing. How do we deal with them? How do we help our people uplift themselves? That's the question. Because if our people were uplifted, our leaders will not manipulate and bamboozle and fool them like the way George Weah do. They're fooling our society because our people are backward. Who does it bother? Our future, trampling upon our future, trampling upon our future. Now instead of moving forward, our future is next time now is to come and clean up ourselves. Because there's no way our country can exist with Monrovia being that nasty and dirty. We can't say we're a progressive nation with all that trash. Samsung and thing that made me sick when I see those piles of trash up there, man. How do we get rid of those things? Where we gonna put
And
it?
they are still there.
They're adding on to it.
Yeah.
How do we get rid of them? You see, we need a strong program of education, strong program that will not only touch on the formal aspect of learning, but will touch on every aspect, man. Hygiene, hygiene, hygiene. That's it, sir. We just gotta keep saying that word hygiene. That was killing our people, man.
Mm-hmm.
We're exposed to all kind of diseases and germs and shit. God just bless us, my man. God bless us, Jose. With all that day around us, our people still surviving and going strong. Still, when does it end? When do we realize that Liberian people all over Liberia in every walk of life deserve it? We deserve it. If people in Monrovia can get paid, people in Lofa and Nemakan, they're not getting paid at all, right? So if you can't pay the people in Monrovia for 4 months, what about the people in Lofa County, in Nemakan? How they survive? Yeah, how they survive, bro?
Mm-hmm.
Sam, how they survive?
They will big a bag. I got it.
Hmm.
And that's why most of the civil servants are not complaining. They are telling us that they won't wear party t-shirt, but they know where to go, where to put their vote. So they will force them to go to somebody program, but deep down in their heart, they know where to put their vote and who to get their vote to.
In the meantime, how they survive?
This
Why
is by
they
the grace of God.
Those are the things they gotta be considerate.
In Liberia, they say dry door sweet. But when you be eating to the door gets dry. So
Ah,
they are saying they got nothing, waiting for the better days. After
proud,
6 years, they want to start something. What we want to start after 6 years? We want to start.
proud
You
dog
already
free.
flunk. Yeah, but when the dog get dry before. So when you be eating with it before the dog gets
Can't
dry?
call it dog, Sam. That dry issue. You call it dog. You insulting people. You got the issue.
Issue,
Dry
eh?
issue.
Okay, they call it issue sweet, eh? But when it will get dry, before then you will die. And you can't eat grass. You can't eat grass. Have all the flies that around you. So when you go for better days,
That's terrible, Sam. Even to think about the fact that some people may be eating other people.
mm,
Huh? Huh? Because no food.
no food.
Now we're going from killing people for ritualistic killing to doing it for food. Our country is so bad, so low down, so depressed, so hard and dirty. Ah, my brother, the struggle continues. The struggle
Mhm.
continues.
Labrador is going bad, oh, Labrador is going bad, terrible.
Now I'm glad
People don't walk the street free there before. When you got or some party teacher other than the ruling party, you gotta be mindful as to where you go and what you say. So the guys are still standing battle can destroy people.
yeah.
Yeah. And when two elephants fight, people say the grass will suffer.
And we the people are the grass.
Yeah, we the people at the grass. So when the two people fight, we will suffer down here.
Time and time again. But my Liberian people, this is a challenge, man. This is a challenge to us. This election is before us. If we don't change our country, many of us will die before the next term. Right? The next president has 6 more years. Huh? We'll sit down for 6 more years and watch our country stay as it is. It's hard, Sam.
It's hard to say, but that can happen. For this guy to force himself to power, man, I don't see it happening. What I'm saying now around Liberia, this man can never force himself into power. He can never stay there.
People
He can't
getting
cheat.
people getting
People
tired.
tired. Yeah, they are fed up.
Anyway, well, Sam,
And people are not afraid to speak or any longer. So even the police, they have been accusing the police. Police will stand there, they will beat you, and they won't even take action. So now they
people
know now they are partisan police.
people have been speaking ever since, man.
Yeah. And they're still doing it. They're not changing.
And what I'm saying, people have been speaking ever since, and everything remains the same. You know, look at since 1980, we killed those people. Everything remains the same. Why have we changed?
And it's getting worse by the day.
We haven't changed anything. We haven't changed
No.
anything. So we do things, and over the course of time, we show no interest in changing some of those things. We show no interest in changing our lives. We show no interest in taking care of the future of our children. When will we come to our conscience? Because apparently we're not conscious. Apparently we're not taking straight. So when you think we're kind of sensitive, people talk about outsourcing our education system. Are you outsourcing? To who? You give it to foreigners. Now our children got to deal with foreigners teaching them the basics. How can our children learn those kind of things? How can we learn? You know, Liberia hasn't been a perfect state, but we know with our education, our discipline, we have always handled those. Now we're coming to outsource them to foreigners. We will know ourselves. We will know who we are. Those are things we have to consider. Going through this election period, are we going to change our country, or are things going to remain the same? Are we going to get good governance and good direction and good leadership? Or are we going to be thousands and thousands of miles away from civilization? Those things are challenges for all of us. The challenges for us as Liberians, each and every one of us. We need to ask ourselves, how do we rise from this low life to a better state of life? How do we rise? I want to know, is it corruption to corruption to corruption? And coup to look in such a good leaders and look right now the way our country is. Anything can happen. We see it in Niger, we see it in Cameroon, we see it in all the other countries. We're going back to an era of coup d'etat. I thought what coup d'etat had gone from us, man. I thought people were coming to sit down and think about the development where it needs to be. But we see, like I told you, it look like we don't learn nothing. The things that happened last year, happening this year, happening next year. And we sit down and beg. Some of hours or more. Sam?
Yeah, if we're closing now, if we are closing now, the only thing we pray for, and you there help us, because today we will see A, and tomorrow it will be worse than A. Why? It's just degenerating into a bad thing by the day. So, like, bro, is crumbling. We're telling you now, telling the world that things are getting bad by the day. One morning you will wake up and hear different things. And everybody is not afraid no more. People come here opening the eye, but arm. You take arm, I will take arm.
But like you said,
So
when you
it's time
push
for us
people
to
to the
pray.
wall, when
Yeah,
you push people to the
to
wall,
bounce
they have
back.
no other alternative. Well, Sam, all we can do
So
is
we
pray,
hope
man.
let's pray against all the evil guys, all those that are planning evil for this country. Because if you allow another trouble to come, you
Pray
going back another
against
200 years.
evil. Against evil. Pray against evil. Lord, save us from evil.
Save us,
Evil.
you know.
Save us. Okay, Sam, sleep good. Don't let the people
Okay.
catch you down. Beware
Yeah.
of
Thank you
evil.
then.
Beware of evil.
Yeah.
Okay? I'll talk to you
Okay. Thank you
tomorrow.
then.
Yes.
Thank you then.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's good to be here, man. I'm glad you all are here with me. And we see our country. This is election time. Nothing happening much. People out there canvassing, trying to see who will win this election. Let the chips fall where they may. I, we want to change our country. But my question is, can we? Can we change our country? If we can, then the time is now. We must demonstrate that we want change by our will, by letting the people know that we have a will. Our will is representative of our minds, of our desires, of our ambition, of our desire for better goals in this life. So when we move in those directions to change things for our lives, on a personal level, become better. And that's why my topic this morning is emancipate yourself from mental slavery. No one can do it but you. And that's why I try to teach you. You know, we the people, we the people owe a great responsibility. And the more we stay divided and egotistic and eccentric and greedy and corrupt and mean, the more our country will fail. The more we will fail. The more we have no future for children. Just as we are today, this way our children will start tomorrow. And they will be asking the same question. How do we get rid of the drug? How do we clean the mess? Where do we turn to for help? Will they be dependent on the same international community? Will they be stooges of people, of foreign nations still? These are the challenges we have before. And every morning I try to bring it forward because I understand these challenges. I've lived these challenges. I've fought against these challenges. And the more I fight, the more my people still brown. I've been teaching, writing magazines since 1990. Our people are not interested in that. Because if you were, you would know that I've been consistent. I've not relented. That's either. That show is done. Have a good day. I'll talk with you tomorrow. In the cause of the people, struggle. Have to, must, and definitely. Have a good day, folks. I'll see you tomorrow. And be safe. Okay? Well, bye-bye.